So in my last video I started off my Biohazard samurai costume with a nice big hat. Working my way downward, the next part of this costume would be my face. While I know traditional samurai armor has these fancy face masks, I wanted to mix the Biohazard and the samurai part in a sort of mysterious way. So I settled for something slightly random, which would be eye bandages. And while it doesn't lean towards either side of the name, it adds a bit of mysteriousness and maybe a hint of a story in this costume's background. I started off by getting the basic shape of my head using aluminum foil, and then I just wrapped that in cloth mache to give it a more durable yet flexible structure. And of course my cat Luna had to visit. But it's great. I swear, if you come up here and try and eat that glue, like you did with the paper mache. Luckily she didn't eat the glue, but...
Do not step in that.
No. No. After the cat visit, I kept working on the cloth mache. Once everything was entirely coated with cloth mache, I trimmed up the front a bit so that it would fit with the mask I'm also working on. And I also trimmed some eye holes. I have some gauze that I plan to wrap over this, but sticking with the black, gray, and green color scheme, I mix up some watered down paint to dye the gauze. I wanted a kind of sickly, stormy gray color for this. I then squeezed out the extra paint water and set it down to dry. Just in case there were any thin patches with the gauze, I just decided to paint the entire eyepiece a stormy gray-green as well. I then began gluing the gauze on and started wrapping it. I then grabbed a pair of scissors and sort of chewed up the end of the gauze. Cloth mache can be a bit scratchy, so I added a couple pieces of foam where my ears rest. And with that, the eye bandages were finished, and it was time to try them on. I can see surprisingly well through the gauze. Putting on my hat, I can tell this costume's starting to come together. Next up is the mask.